Okay, so what I'm doing here is a quick video just to show the champion point setups for a healer in vet trials. So we'll start with looking at the various basic requirements and then a little bit of more some of the resistances. Okay, so starting with the tower, very, very simple here, as you can imagine. Essentially, we're just dumping everything into Magician. This reduces the magical cost of spells by 16%. That's a huge boon. Yeah, not complicated. Under the lever, essentially you're dumping everything into Arcanist. Again, increases your magic recovery. None of these other abilities are worth your time, really. This is the one that you can use the most, and then nothing under the shadow. Looking at the apprentice, essentially we're focusing on Elfborn and Blessed. Increases the damage and healing abilities. As you can see, Elfborn gives you an increase in crit heals, and Blessed basically increases your overall healing. About 25%, that's a big boon. Really nothing else that's worth the points compared to that. Nothing in the Atronach, there's nothing here of interest, and then same under the Ritual, nothing that will really help you as a healer. Moving on to your resistances. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. The setup that you'd have in this tree and the next tree is essentially dependent upon the trial that you're in. So you can see I'm set up here at the moment for Aetherian Archive, 100 into Ellie, 50 into Hardy, 30 into Thick-Skinned, and then in the next tree I've got 20 into Bastion. I'll list in the comments exactly what the best setup is for each trial. But basically you'll be moving your points around across these 4 areas, depending upon the trial that you're running. So ultimately, you're going to have to respec your points in these areas every single time you run. So make sure you're always carrying about 6,000 gold, otherwise it's going to get a little tricky, that's for damn sure. Hopefully that's helpful.